Hey guys!
Hey guys, what's up?
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
So glad to have you here. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Ope.
And we are the Kesenas.
Thank you for subscribing, for watching this video. We believe you have subscribed.
Yes.
If you are watching and you
please
have not
subscribed. Click
please.
the button below, subscribe.
Subscribe.
And click the bell button so that you can get alerts.
You can get notification
when
alerts. Wow, it sounds like money. It's not alert, please.
No,
it's notification.
Alert. It's alert. You get alerts when
we upload a new video. Yes, please, and share with as many people as you can, so that more people can hear this content
and be blessed.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, so let's get to the juicy stuff we're talking about today. So today we're going to be talking about building intimacy while dating.
Yes, it's a very key thing to build intimacy. There are steps to take, and in the world now, people believe intimacy just means sex, and that's a lie.
That's a big lie.
There are other things that need to be in place for your sex to be amazing.
And that's how the movies push it. Like you just meet this person, oh my god, the chemistry is so strong.
And then you
throw your clothes, start hitting stuff, breaking
things.
Nobody, they never say who cleans up. Who cleans up those things?
They never say that. They never say who replaces the things you break.
Exactly.
They never say that anyway. But intimacy is a lot more than sex. In fact, there are a lot of things that need to happen for the sex to be awesome, for the sex to work before you can even head towards that area.
Okay. So your there are steps you need to take. Like sex is just like the byproduct of intimacy.
Yes.
Like you have great sex, which sex is like, I feel, the final stage of intimacy.
True.
So you have great sex as a result of the other of the intimacy you have built in other areas. You don't have sex to build intimacy in other areas. You build intimacy in other areas, and then it leads to great sex.
Yes.
Great sex does not lead to intimacy. Intimacy leads to great sex.
And people who do it the reverse way, that's they great sex. They usually don't have. They're not intimate. They usually are not intimate, and it's a sad thing to see, actually.
And I wonder what's people's definition of great sex. Because I mean, well, let's leave that. That's question for another day.
A whole video to explain
what do people mean by great sex. Like, is relative, really. Anyway, so like we said, we're talking about building intimacy
while you're dating.
Yes, because we discovered that the reason why intimacy was sort of easier for us in marriage was because we started building our intimacy while we're dating. There were certain steps we took while we're dating. There were certain things we did that ensured that when we were married, like, we had already built the foundation of intimacy. So our marriage was just continuing on the foundation we had already set.
Very true. And I realized that because when we're dating, sex was off the table. So it's naturally sex will be an amazing encounter because we allowed ourselves build intimacy. So we're not having sex, so we're building intimacy to the point where we were now going to have sex, which was the last stage of intimacy. While we're in marriage. So
not having sex while you're dating helps you focus on other stuff. Helps you focus on building intimacy in other areas.
Very true.
When you are having sex, you are focusing on physical intimacy, and that clouds out other forms of intimacy which are very important in marriage. But and you see, what we said was that earlier when we started the video is that intimacy in sex does not transfer to intimacy in other areas.
100%.
But intimacy in other areas does transfer to sex.
In fact, it's the foundation for sex. You can't start building a house by the roof. You start from the foundation. So there are things to do. Like, sex is the roof. There are things for the foundation, for the building structure and all of that, until you now get to the final stage, which is sex. So the first thing we're going to talk about is conversations. It's very important to have conversations. If you don't watch our video where we posted talking about conversations to have while you're dating, I'll put it right up in the card so you can check it out and watch and understand that conversations are very, very important. They build this level of companionship. Your companionship in marriage. If we're going to put a percentage to what marriage is really about, is it about sex or is it about companionship? Companionship will take like 95%.
No, 80%.
Okay, 80%.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Look at
80.
Look at what to say. Let me not expose him. Let's just focus on this video. Yes.
80%. So it's very important to have conversations.
Okay, so like Joshua said, it's very important to have conversations. In that video, we share conversations you can have. So conversations help to build friendship.
Yeah.
Conversations help you to understand each other.
Yes.
Conversations help you to understand your different points of view, because you are two different people. You have been raised differently, and when you get married, you are bringing two different points of view, two different experiences as one. So you are going to, what stands in marriage is your experience plus my experience. We merge it and form a new experience. So in marriage, so in marriage, I don't say, oh, this is the way it was done in my house. I say, so it must be done this way. No, I'm like, this is the way it was done in my house. He says, this is the way he was done in his house. And then we're like, okay, so this is our home. How can we merge what was done in both our homes to create a standard for our own home?
Very true. Or this is how I see it. And this is how I see it. I see it. No, but how can it benefit the both of us?
Yes.
So this is how we see it. Yes, so it's very important for that.
You can only discover that when you're having conversations, intentional conversations. Ask questions. What are your opinion on chores? Do you like sweeping? Do you like mopping? Who is going to mop in our house? My dad mopped, so I think it's normal. You say, okay, my sisters used to wash the car, so I expect you to help me wash in the car sometimes. You know, you need to talk about these things so that you don't have unsaid expectations in marriage. So that I don't just get married to you expecting you to sweep, and then I discover I'm sweeping all the time. And we've never spoken about it before we got married. So instead of me to even speak about it, then I begin, because we've not set this foundation of conversation, I begin to resent you and say, I'm always sweeping. Why can't he even see that I'm sweeping and volunteer? Meanwhile, in his house, he never swept. So he never even sees the need
to do that. And also, conversations help you understand each other intellectually. Like there's intellectual intimacy where both of you are on the same wavelength when you're thinking, how you see things, how you assimilate things. Like, for instance, I love reading books, and it would have been a sad thing for me if I was married to somebody who did not understand the process of reading books and felt like I should be focusing on them rather than reading a book. Am I saying I'm bored when they're here? No, I enjoy reading books. She enjoys reading books. So we read books on our own, and we just enjoy our company. Also, conversations help you enjoy the person's presence. Like there are times where we're just together, not talking, not doing anything, but just being with each other. It's so amazing. Just having that intimacy of, okay, I'm here, you're here, just appreciating the atmosphere that, okay, both of us are here. It's very important.
And then conversations, like we said, builds friendship, which is very important in marriage. So when you have conversations with each other, that's how you get to understand each other's sense of humor. So sarcasm, you get to know how to make each other laugh. It builds like other means of communication where you can communicate with the person by just looking at the person. Like if I want us to leave, I have a certain eye, I can give Joshua to know that it's time to go. I don't need to start shouting.
If you want to enter the other room, there are some signs that you understand. Anyway, that's for a different
conversation, please. Thank you. That's not what we're talking about in this video, please. We're not talking about entering any room.
Anyway, so it helps build this friendship, and friendship helps foster respect. Right? So when there's respect and there's this friendship, there's nothing you won't do for the other person. There's nothing you won't deny yourself so you can please the other person and help the other person get through. So it builds this oneness that okay, this person has my back, this person has my best interests at heart. This person understands. It's so important. Like
conversations help to build understanding, because I see, this is how you see it, and this is how I see it. So I know how to explain certain things to you. I know how to talk to you. Because the way you see things is different from the way I see things. So if we don't talk about stuff intentionally, I can just be saying stuff and you're hurting about them, and I don't even know that the way I'm saying it is hurting you. So conversations help you know how best to communicate with each other. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Anyway,
you married well.
I married really well. So that's what conversations help do. Conversation is a very important pillar and foundation for intimacy while you're dating, which will lead to marriage, and it will help you when you're married. So guys, next thing we're going to talk about is spending time with each other. Spending time having shared hobbies, spending time going on dates, having activities, going out for programs that you both like. It's something to open your world to this other person, the things you enjoy doing, so the person can be part of it. For example, I enjoy watching soccer, right? And rather than watch soccer alone, rather than always going out to go and hang out with the guys and watch soccer, Ope started watching soccer with me. So much so that it's not that she's just doing it just to please me. No, she enjoys it so much. Like this AFCON that we watched, we was shouting, "Go, shout!" It was so it was so funny. She was into it.
I was even surprised that I had been transformed. That was not me. Marriage changes you in 30 ways.
So it's so amazing for me because I enjoy sharing that part of my day, of my time with her. So it's very important, and it brings us closer together. We can talk about it, we can gist about it and stuff. So yes.
And I love baking. So, and Joshua joins me to bake sometimes, and it's good bonding time for us as well. So you should involve each other in activities that you enjoy doing, and do stuff that you both enjoy doing together, like going for concerts and spending time with each other involves conversations as well. So when you're spending time with each other, you're talking about what you're watching, talking about what you're doing, just involving each other in each other's worlds. So we were in a long distance relationship.
Yes, for the most part of our life. I think the first 75% or 87%.
100. Because the only time we stayed in the same city was when we got married.
Yes.
We were in different cities all through our dating relationship.
True.
Dating relationship. Wow, I said ships. Ship, please. Okay.
Ship.
So
one ship.
Yes, one ship. All through our dating relationship, we were in different cities, so we used to travel to see each other. Yeah. So we're in a long distance relationship. Anyway, we said that to say we spent a lot of time talking over the phone. We spent a lot of time telling each other about our day. Every day
I think we spoke every day.
Yeah. More than once every day. And there was this thing on Telegram, videos. You could send a video, like when you send a voice note on WhatsApp, videos. You send a short video on Telegram.
We still have all our videos.
So we used to send each other like videos every day in the morning.
Go back to watch it sometimes.
I'll send him a video, he'll send me a video.
All the time I was toasting up there.
My God.
You just but it was so much fun just talking and having a conversation with each other, talking about stuff and just spending time with each other.
And then during that time we're reading the Bible together as well. We had the same Bible plan. So like every morning we used to send each other voice notes about what we understood from what we read and what the Holy Spirit was teaching us and what we were learning. So that like helped to structure our conversation for the day. So when we're talking in the evening, we'll talk about our voice notes, which we had sent to each other in the morning. And then from there, we'll talk about our day. So we always had something to talk about. We enjoyed talking with each other. We spoke about everything.
Can remember. Like just thinking back about everything. It's just an amazing time. And we traveled together. We just went out together. She loves going sightseeing. So, and I love going sightseeing too. So we went sightseeing together. We just had a lot of fun. So much fun together.
So it's important to have, like we have said, intentional conversations.
And spend time
with each other. So when we got married, we had already known a lot about each other. There were no surprises. It also gives you confidence that this person is right for you. Because when you have conversations with them, they are open to you and you know them. Yes. So that's very important. And then there's this last thing. There's this idea that intimacy is what sex is. Anybody that mentions intimacy in a relationship is talking about sex. But that's a huge lie. Like we said at the beginning of the video, it's a huge lie because all these things we've said set us up for amazing sex because we trust each other, we are open with each other, we are understanding to each other. Do you understand? And we help each other. We're in each other's day, we're in each other's time, we're involved in each other's lives to cap it up. So exactly. So this just opens you up to have amazing sex, which is very unifying and understanding and pleasurable. So yes, intimacy does not equal to sex. Because sex requires you being vulnerable.
Yes.
And if you have not been vulnerable if you've not been vulnerable with your thoughts and your emotions, then how can you be vulnerable with your body? Can you see that if you've not been vulnerable with your thoughts and emotions in conversations, then sex will just be an act. It will not be intimacy, binding the way it's supposed to be, the joining of two souls. It will just be a physical act, and sex is deeper.
It's deeper than that. Like I'm just thinking back to when we met and how the stages of our intimacy grew from just being friends to talking, and then when we started dating to holding hands, from there to just spending time with each other. So we allowed the intimacy have a natural progression, not forced, just a natural progression. And then it led to when we got married, we now had sex. So intimacy is supposed to have a natural progression, and then the last thing is sex. So when you don't have sex in a relationship and you're leaving it for marriage, you're actually building your intimacy that will help affect your sex positively. Yeah.
So not having sex helps you focus on each other.
Yeah.
Which is best when you're dating. Yes. We know it's not easy, but when you're having all these conversations, because of that, you have other things to focus on.
True.
So you're not focused on sex.
True.
And you just see that like time is passing.
Yeah.
By the time you've spoken for hours, baked together and all that, you see that, oh, we spent the whole day together and we didn't even like really think about having sex because we were doing other stuff. Very but when you're just with each other, not doing anything and just keeping quiet, say, oh, he's so
do mind.
Yeah, he's so handsome. And before you know you say, oh, maybe under his shirt is also handsome.
What did you just say?
All right.
Thank you guys so much
for watching. I think we said enough.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe.
We almost had
share.
a kissing moment.
Yes,
but we restrained for this video.
For after this video.
Yes, for after.
It's about to go there.
Yeah. So please like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment anything, any question you have for us. And comment. And we're going to put our email in the comment section in the description, so you can reach out to us if you have any other further questions that don't have to do anything about this video or our past videos. We're here for you. Just reach out to us. Thank you guys.
Love you guys.
Take care. Bye.